Welcome back to another senseless live stream. As today we are doing live streaming episode 4 of the Liverpool save. For those that watch, I think on Saturday, on the weekends only, I got sacked as a Real Madrid manager, and my response was to just continue the Liverpool run that we had started last week's. And in our last game of this Liverpool save, we got humiliated 4-2 against Brighton after I boldly claimed that my second team was more talented than Brighton's first team. We got thrashed 4-0 in the first 15 minutes of the game. We were losing 4-0. I regretted making changes to the squad. Literally, I think I made too many changes, and that led to us being knocked out of the Carabao Cup, because it was an opportunity. It was an opportunity to winning like the first trophy of the season, but we're out of the tournament now, so our focus will be on the Premier League and FA Cup, Champions League. We started the Champions League off well as we beat Real Madrid in the opening fixture of the season, and now today we're gonna start off with the match against Crystal Palace. Then we'll go into the Champions League fixture against Atalanta, aka Bergamo. I like saying the name Bergamo. I won't lie. Bergamo. After that, we'll verse Chelsea and Man United. We're gonna play away fixture against Chelsea and Man United. Basically, a stacked fixture list for today, as we're gonna play three top teams in the span of a few weeks, in the span of a few days. For real. So it's gonna be difficult, but I'm gonna try my best to rotate my squad. But I won't rotate after the loss against Brighton. I won't rotate as heavily as I did in the Carabao Cup, because I really didn't like the results. Because when I made the changes, when I brought in like majority, like some of our starting 11 in the second half, like when it had like 30 minutes left, I brought in the regular starters. We were able to score 2 goals and lose 2-0. Actually, lose like by 2 goals. After that, I'm more heavily changing my squad. I will change the players that are not. I will instead bench players that don't have the energy to play on. That would be my strategy moving forward. I won't bench the whole 11. Instead, I'll bench players that are more tired than the other players, so the starting 11 can be fresh. The main players that I want on the pitch will always be there, but at the same time they'll be fresh for each game. If you know what I mean. It's like not resting the whole team. I'm just gonna give the best players turns to be playing. But when they're all fully fit, like when you get a long break, then they'll get fully fit, all of them will be on the pitch. If you get my plan, you'll get my plan. Because I don't know if I explained my plan properly, but yeah, that will be the game plan moving forward. After the phone, this loss told me that I can't bench my whole starting 11. I think maybe the main was the issue. The defense was the issue. I think the defense was the issue in a match against Brighton. I think maybe I was too careless by benching my defenders. I think possibly the defense, like I played a weak defense in that game against Brighton, and we got punished. Freaking punished. All I can do is now is just reminisce on my mistakes, and by mistake just sim the Crystal Palace game. I don't know why I just sim the Crystal Palace game, but yeah. And we get back to back losses, because I don't know how did I just sim the Crystal Palace game. I don't know. I literally said next match, unless it was next week. Starting that day is our first league loss in the league. Comes out against Crystal Palace. I literally said next match. Why did they simulate that game? But since it's happened, I don't think there's any point in trying to play it. Okay, I can just. But yeah, I think I should just leave it there. This was my my carelessness that ended up seeming we lost to Crystal Palace of all teams. Lost to Crystal Palace. Why? What team was used again? Oh, I think. Oh, yeah. I think I need to change. Yeah. That team that I put up against Crystal Palace. Yeah, it was a team. I think that loss against Crystal Palace just like emphasized that the fact that the team, yeah, the team that I played against them. Let's see what team was put up against Crystal Palace. What team was put up against Crystal Palace? What kind of formation did they play that they ended up losing? I wonder. Normal formation. They put Mo Salah as an attacking midfielder in this game. They put Ekitike on the left, Florian Wirtz as a deep lying forward. What kind of nonsense is this? Like literally, what kind of nonsense is this? Especially, why didn't they put Salah like as a right winger? They put Due on the left, then Ekitike. Who's this? Assistant manager. This guy is dizzy. What kind of nonsense did he do against Crystal Palace for real? Hey. Hey. We got a first because of my manager being my assistant manager doing nonsense. I seemingly did it by mistake, but he still did nonsense. I won't lie. I kind of blame myself for seeing that game now. Maybe he used his own tactics that he should have used it. I was supposed to switch this on a bit earlier, but I wasn't planning to sim that game, but I simmed that game by mistake. And we lost 1-0. Our first league loss of the season came against Crystal Palace because of an unexpected simulation, and we're just gonna continue with this because it was a mistake on my part for not paying attention. I'll pay attention to this one because if it takes too long, I'm ready to take it out. We're gonna put our strongest possible 11. But Cody Gakpo against Bergamo. Who said Gakpo was gonna play against Bergamo? Like literally. Who said Gakpo was gonna play against Bergamo? Who said Gakpo was gonna play against Bergamo? Let me go check the responsibility. Probably I changed the responsibilities. And made him we dropped to foot because of my assistant manager and his nonsense. I won't lie. He couldn't win the game. He couldn't win the game for me against Crystal Palace. Obviously, I handled team selection. Match day. Least team talks. Match day. Every match. Match day under 21. Okay. I think everything's okay. We're gonna play against Crystal Palace. Which guy is talking about that? His injury he's at risk of getting an injury. What kind of dizziness was this against Crystal Palace? We lost 1-0, so it was a narrow defeat. It was an away fixture, but still, we weren't supposed to be losing against Crystal Palace. I regret simulating, guys. But it's fine. But now let's just focus on our fixture against Bergamo. Hopefully we can bounce back against Bergamo as we're playing at Anfield. Review team selection, bring in the best possible team. Hopefully we can end our losing streak. Desiree Doué hasn't been impressive so far. Rio has been impressive as the Isak replacements because Alexander Isak is currently injured. He'll be back in 7 days. Curtis Jones for Soberslai. Why didn't they play Soberslai for real? Dominic Soberslai. Where is my Soberslai? Where is Soberslai? Subasly in. This guy out. Where is Salah? Salah in. I still unhappy because I tried to get rid of McAllister for Verts. McAllister for Verts. Let me bring Van Dyke and Konate. Where's Konate? What is Ibrahimo Konate? There's Ibrahimo Konate. Joe Gomez back on the bench. Endo is injured. Okay, I'm gonna put him in the bench. Most of my players are either injured or or I didn't register them for the UCL. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine because my main 11 is alright. Was Frimpong, Jeremy Frimpong. They will come on in the second half. Kirkes is benching for Robertson for the moment because Robertson is doing well. With Alisson Becker, first choice keeper on the pitch as well. I don't want playing someone else other than I think it's McAllister. But this is my first choice 11 at the moment. When Nissa comes back, I think he might go straight into the lineup as he was performing on the left wing. But I'm still debating because Rio's currently doing well. Let's go into our first fixture of the save because we kind of messed up by simulating the Crystal Palace game. I hope that loss against Crystal Palace doesn't hurt us in as we are currently in the hunt for the Premier League. Not only the Premier League, but every trophy possible. But one trophy is already out of reach, and that being a Carabao Cup. As you go to by Liverpool. My decisions to bench most of my starting 11 got out of the Carabao Cup. No way to undo that now. All we can do is just continue forward, continue pushing. Hopefully we end with the trophy this season. Maybe the Premier League, but it would be better if we were to end with the for Champions League. But that day would be difficult to pull off because I truly haven't won the Champions League in my first season ever in this game yet. I haven't won the Champions League in like my first season ever. I haven't won the Champions League. Probably my second season I have. I think that's was FM 23. But we won it my first season, like where where everything was perfect, just being my champion my first season though. But over a period of time, I'm kind of planning to make like to do a save of Barcelona where I try to win a Champions League with Barcelona, where the simulation will end once I claim the Champions League with Barcelona. I don't know whether I should go like what the long-term plan with the Barcelona, because it will take long for Barcelona's players to hit the absolute peak of their abilities. I might have to start signing experienced players into the team to try and win the trophies quicker. Any person that's memorable or Charles de Catalera. This guy was at some point touted to be the next Kevin De Bruyne for Belgium, I think. Like was touted to be that Canada knew Kevin De Bruyne at some point in time. Unless my memory serves me wrong. Yunus Musa. I know him. Zepa Costa. How old is this guy? How old is he? Address the team. Why am I going to tell the team? I'm still thinking what to tell the team. I'm going to tell the team. Home advantage, I want to win. Why you switched off? I'm right. This is a home advantage. We literally just came off losing against Crystal Palace. We can't be losing against Ghana. We need to bounce back from two consecutive defeats. We can't be losing two games running, two consecutive games. We need to bounce back. We need to bounce back against Bergamo, aka Atalanta. Yo, tired. For too long before you start the stream. Kickoff against Bergamo in the UEFA Champions League. The game freezes. I think I need to add more RAM to this laptop of mine. Let's go to kickoff. This is kind of hurt. Klasic, Villanova, Scalvini, Edison, Hein, as Bergamo, Atalanta kick off the game since they won the coin toss. They're playing a 3-4-2-1. 3-4-2-1. Two defensive midfielders and wing backs, as we're playing a 4-3-3. It's more like a 4-1-2-3, 4-1-2-2-1. But it's a 4-3-3 with a deep lying playmaker. And Kavicha has opened the scoring in the PSG fixture as he just got the first goal of the game. As we have had the first shots, but the shot wasn't able to touch the keeper. Also, Bergamo have finally had a shot at goal. They two are unable to touch the keeper at the moment, but they are currently dominating possession. We somehow have two corners with one shot, meaning that has been played. We have been in the opponent's half, threatening to score, but unable to create any chances. Okay, we're able to win back the ball. Rio back to Gravenberch, Soberslai, Florian Wirtz back to Sober, goal from Salah as he gives us the lead against Bergamo. We were supposed to do this against Cry, but my assistant manager I don't know what was wrong with him mentally. He played Salah as an attacking midfielder when he could have played him as a right winger. Because look at the result. This is the same guy that I wanted to sell at the start of the season because I bought the Desiree Doué. I think I wanted to buy another player, but one reason I wanted to sell Salah. You don't know when Mohamed Salah is gonna fall off. You never know when Salah would fall off. So I was being prepared for him to fall off at any time. So if he falls off any time, Doué is on the bench for him. He's on the bench to replace him. He's ready to replace him. Though Doué has not been showing signs yet, but eventually he will replace him. And Atalanta equalized. The first shot at goal and they have equalized. I don't want to see the goal no more. We saw the goal already. Now we need to get a second goal. Yeah, he is not having the best of games. What's wrong with him at the moment? He's not composed. He's nervous. Let me encourage the young fellow. Let me encourage him. Frimpong, don't tell me he's nervous. This guy is old. You're not as young as Rio. How can you be nervous? Is this your first home fixture or something? Can't be. We literally played our first match of the season at home, didn't we? So how can you be nervous playing at home? We are currently the better team, but Atalanta is dominating possession. Ekitike pressing, unable to win back the ball as Calvini passes back to the defenders. Edison, Zappacosta finds Villanova crosses it in. Di Calcerere. What a save from Alisson as he keeps the scoreline level. Di Calcerere, Zappacosta gets posted by Salah, Frimpong, and that's how it appears. In my eyes, we're still the better team, but Bergamo is currently dominating possession. I don't know why, but they're calling it. But yeah, I don't know. We have a better midfield, so we are supposed to be dominating possession, but I just don't know. Both teams are still level on points though. Dominating possession doesn't translate to being the better team, but hey. We are literally, I don't know what I'm saying, but we are the better team, though we are not dominating possession. They have had 5 shots, 1 on target, and they managed to score that one goal. That shot, that one shot that on target, they managed to score. We have had 2 shots on target. we only managed to score one of the two shots. If we had scored two out of two shots on target, we should have been leading. We are currently a better team. Well, apparently they've had better chances as the XG is higher. They've had 6 shots, we've had 6 shots. Still the same amounts of shots on targets. No changes there. Should make changes. Changes need to be made. But I don't know. There's no way to see whether where we are dominating. I just don't know. There's no way. I can't see where we're dominating. PSG they're leading 3-0 against, winning 3-0 against Eintracht Frankfurt. But for the moment, I will make no substitutions. But I like 30 minutes left. When there's 30 minutes left, or is it 20? 30 minutes is a 60 mark, not 70. Well, I always think it's 77. It's the 60 mark. 60 mark is 30 minutes. So I'm gonna give it, when there's 30 minutes left, I will consider making changes. But I'm far from pleased with what I'm seeing from the team. We can score more goals and win this game, especially this being a home fixture. I expect us to get more goals. TK picks off to Soboslai, Frimpong, Gravenberch. That's a hug. Win back the ball, Florian Wirtz on the run. Florian Wirtz back to Rio, Gravenberch, TK, Soboslai, Frimpong, Mohamed Salah takes on his man. Mohamed Salah is unable to go to increase our lead, but what a run from Salah as he was able to win a corner from the keeper, from testing the keeper. Soboslai on a corner, whips one in. Is this going to be a goal? Overheat. The corner was overheat by Soboslai as throw in for. Actually, it was cleared. Frimpong, Van Dijk. There's Konate right there. Konate. Robertson. Rio finds Robertson. Back to Rio. Florian Wirtz. Can he really take a shot? But it's a corner. Is this the corner? I didn't say. 8 shots and 4 half those shots are on targets as we are trying to get the second goal of the game. Rio is not having the best of games at the moment. So I could bench him for Due. The 60, anyone that needs to be benched. Only 2 guys I would say are Florian Wirtz and Rio. I'm not benching Virgil though. 60 mark is about to hit. Let's go. I'm gonna bring on Due. Also be thinking of bringing on McAllister, because Florian Wirtz are in the best of games. So let's try McAllister in that position. Yeah. Those substitutions are making for now. Let's see if let's hope that they can impact, because Due hasn't been at his best form at the moment. I don't know, maybe because I'm not playing him enough, so he hasn't. One time he's nervous. Let's just wait for him to get into the game. Let's just wait a few moments. Hopefully he can make an impact and give us a second goal that we are currently looking for. We have 10 shots, 6 on target, still no second goal. But I'm gonna have 8 shots, 2 on target. 8 shots, 2 on target. They're still dominating possession even at this point. 20 minutes left in the game. Still haven't found a winning goal. Still, TK is not having the best of games, but he's having a decent game. Robertson, thinking of benching him. Why is he nervous? For who though? Bring on Kirkes for Robertson. Mohamed Salah is having a great game at the moment. I'm sure we can get the second goal. Kick for us. Cross from Soboslai. McAllister. Goal. Van Dijk goal. Came off Van Dijk as he scores his first goal in the UCL, giving us the lead against Atalanta. Let's see. Okay, just cleared. McAllister took a shot, and it's a shot that turned into a pass, which Van Dijk managed to find a back of the net with Edison, Scalvini, Spadori, pass back to Scalvini, Hein, Belanova. Press. Don't let him cook. So Soberslay wins back the ball. Gravenberch, Kotike, Soberslay, Dominic Soberslay gets dispossessed as he's overcrowded. They had no options to make a pass as one was. What a tackle from Konate. Ekitike. You go Ekitike all the way back to Allison back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk finds Kirkes, Desiree Due, Gravenberch, Kirkes, Due to McAllister crosses goal. 3-1. I knew that was a goal, boy. Substitutions made a difference, bro. Desiree Due. What a McAllister. McAllister found the lay run from Ekitike, who made sure to get the goal to put the game far from Bergamo, aka Atlanta, as we lead 3-1 and win. We are on route to win our second game of the UCL. As a McAllister comes in as a super sub with an amazing performance. Soberslay, Salah, Ekitike, Soberslay, McAllister finds Kirkes to do it. What a pass. McAllister, but Garam was able to clear as Zolewski is on the ball and pushing his team forward. Zolewski passes it in, but Ellison is able to catch the ball. Though we're being dominated in possession by Bergamo, are literally the better team, as I've been saying this whole time. But McAllister's has come on and made a whole lot of a difference. Perhaps I should have been playing him as in starting 11, because I don't know why it's wrong with Florian Wirtz, but he's underperforming at the moment. Florian Wirtz doing well. Sure. Who's on a bench I can bench? Oh, there was Endo Wakuwaku. I'm actually about to be over. Curtis Jones. I can bring on Curtis Jones next time. Cody Gakpo. Possibly I can bench Ekitike for Gakpo. Yeah, that's a possibility moving forward. Give it playing time. I can bench Ekitike for Gakpo moving forward. Match ends with us being able to beat Atlanta 3-1. We move on to second league phase. Let's continue as we were able to end our losing streak. Hopefully we can start a new streak of wins till the end of the season. Good win for us. Hopefully we can continue winning from here henceforth. The match. Still, hopefully we can continue winning henceforth. Hopefully we'll continue winning from henceforth. Big mistake from me online. Welcome back to the stream. Always Saturday streams. Come back to the stream. And we just came back. We just revived ourselves from 2 back-to-back defeats. One against Brighton, which was an embarrassing defeat against Brighton. Let me tell you, we lost 4-2. Like in the first half, we were down by 3 goals. I think they scored a 4th in the second half, but I can't remember how the match went. All I know is we lost 4-2. I made substitutions in the second half, but we could not. There was a difference when my subs came on, but they were unable to get it out of the game as we lost 4-2. And I was kind of being cocky in that game against Brighton. I won't lie. I was being cocky. I made a statement stating that my second my second choice, my backup team is more talented than Brighton's backup team, and they ended up defeating me by 4 goals. Basically, my words came back to haunt me in that game. And we playing Chelsea in our next game. We were able to overcome. Who did we just first? We were able to overcome Atalanta. And this is the game that we lost 4-2. I'm kind of happy that Salah didn't leave when I wanted him to leave because he's performing. And Due seems to be. I think will be. It seems to be. I think I should play Due more as a starting left wing moving forward. I should play Due more as a starting left wing moving forward. Then Rio will be more like the rotates option because I tried putting. I, Rio didn't perform this game, so I'm kind of doubting him going forward now. Plus, we have Due who can play on the left wing, and bench. We can bench. Rio. We can bench Rio as he was nervous in the game against Atalanta. I wonder why. Because he showed up when we played against Real Madrid. When we played against Real Madrid, Rio showed up as he was able to get an assist, but his performances he is still young. His performances since then have kind of dipped. So plus, there's no need for me to rely on him. I just wanted to try him out for a few games, but I had hope that he might become the Lamine Yamal of this. He might become my version of Lamine Yamal, but I don't need to put too much pressure on him with us having Due available. He's gonna be playing against Chelsea. Due was against Chelsea, and Rio might be brought on in the second half, depending how well Due is performing. If Due performs decently enough, I won't bench him, obviously, like Salah. But Due was supposed to be my Salah replacement. But once Isak comes back from once Isak comes back from his injury, because Isak is injured at the moment. Once Isak comes back from his injury, because he's injured at the moment, I don't know. I'll see. I'll decide who will be the starting winger. Because Salah is doing his job at the moment. Salah is doing his job. No stress there. Long-term future for Harrison Reed's film careers in doubt today following reports Reed is unhappy with manager Marco Silva for failing to resolve his unhappiness. I need to resolve Salah's unhappiness, I think. At some point, some of our players will be complaining about the fact that they're not playing enough. I need to avoid it. But it's their fault for getting knocked out of the Carabao Cup, like literally. I literally benched my whole 11, like majority of the 11 against Brighton. Like the starting regular starters weren't playing in the first 60 minutes of the game. First 60, 50 minutes of the game, my starting 11 wasn't playing. Liverpool brought into England squad. I was considering signing Liverpool. I forgot what position he plays. I was considering to sign him. I was considering signing him, but I forgot the reason I stopped. I forgot the reason. Oh, I think it was the fans. I didn't have the fans to sign him. But in January, depending on the situation depending on the situation and how much money we have, I might make a new signing. Depending on the situation, I might make a new. I might add a first team player in January. I might add a first team player depending how we are doing in the league. Depending how we're doing in the league, I might make a signing. What I said, Due is gonna. Endo is still injured. Where is Isak is starting to get better. Still a few more days. He still needs time to recover. Florian Wirtz might get. If McAllister continues performing coming off the bench, Florian Wirtz might be looking at the bench very soon. Might become a what's that? Might become a super sub. Wait, I wanna change his playable position, but yeah, it's fine. How much did I sign this guy for real? How much did I sign this guy for? I signed him for 120. Signed him for 120 mil from Paris Saint Germain. Signed him for 120 mil. He only scored 6 goals in 31 games in that. But I mean, this got 9 goals, so let me go back to the 11. Woodman, Kirkes should be permanently, yeah. Kirkes was excellent as a super sub. Should be there permanently. But Isak comes back, I'll have issues. To be a struggle to. But Eketike has a replacement, and that would be Cody Gakpo going forward. Isak can play striker also, so I will try Isak as striker and see who performs better between him and Eketike. Eketike is doing, he's not firing on all cylinders, but he's doing well. Eketike is not firing at all cylinders, but he's doing well. Eketike is not firing at all cylinders, but he's doing well in the deep lying forward role. He's doing his job. Let me just say that. Salah is a player that's as the usual at Liverpool, but no more. He's no more at Liverpool. FM27 will be no Salah. But who will be Liverpool's right going? I don't know. Who will replace Mo Salah? At some point, they wanted Olise, but hey, Olise is gonna be expensive. Actually, Olise is not even available for purchase according to the Bavarians, aka Bayern Munich. He's not available for purchase. But other right winger. Why right winger did they sign to replace Salah on the left wing? Why Liverpool? Who did Liverpool sign to replace Salah on the right wing? Didn't they want Diomande? Didn't Liverpool want Diomande, or was there another team? I know Real Madrid had to fight with a certain club to get Diomande. I forgot who he was. Can't remember. Liverpool fought to get the right to purchase Diomande. I don't know what I just said, but okay. Let's get into our next fixture. That being against who again? We versing again. I forgot. Versing Chelsea. We're versing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Hopefully we can beat Chelsea at their home ground. Hopefully we can beat Chelsea at their home ground. At least get a draw, but I'm sure we can. There's a chance of us beating Chelsea. But a draw is welcome, like very welcome. A draw is very welcome, very welcome. Hopefully, if it comes down to keepers, we have a better keeper than theirs. It just depends which keeper performs today. The keeper that performs better than the other today, obviously that team will win. If one keeper performs better than the other team is gonna win. Like both keepers perform at the same level, a draw is possible. I expect a win today. Let me just go for this one. It's kind of like saying I expect a win, but without stating it. Just saying, since we've been winning, I want you to continue winning. I don't know. Maybe it's the formation is the reason that Florian is not performing, but everybody else is doing the job in this formation. So I don't think I would change the formation because people are a lot of the players are performing in this formation. There's no need to change it. To just change it for one guy. Intro scene. Who comes on? Who's gonna come on? Players are coming onto the pitch. I hope they add more intros in ep5. Like the way that the camera. I hope they add more like camera angles. ep5 with this Premier League partnership. I hope they add more camera angles. As the game is freezing at the moment. I think I should just press kicked off or something. Kick off. I should have pressed kicked off. Kick off. Let's go. Let's go. Kick off. Game is freezing. Response finally. Yeah, I need to get more RAM for this. I need to get more. Hopefully the RAM can help him run smoothly while streaming. So this we might still have these things, the streaming is freezing issue in the future, but at least it won't be as hopefully won't be as bad as now. Cole Palmer, that's a hub. Cole Palmer, Pedro not too, but the whole pass was horrendous. But I say that's a hub. When a game kind of freezes sometimes at the start, you just know it's going to. I'm calling this that's a hub because my commentary needs to name this. That's a hub information hub, or something like that. But yeah. Neither teams have created any chances, any threat at goal. As position at the moment was 50-50, but we are currently dominating possession. No teams have put up. Chelsea have won a corner already, but they did nothing with the corner that they won. They won a second corner. They are attacking Liverpool. Chelsea are attacking us. They are attacking us, but they have not made much with the corners that they have gotten so far. Still no team has recorded a single shot at goal. No team has yet tested a keeper at the moment. Chelsea have won the third corner. They still haven't registered a shot at goal though. Still, which team will be the first team to register a shot at goal? But it's still 10 minutes into the game, another team have registered a shot at goal. I don't know. But currently, in my eyes, Chelsea are a better team as they literally they've won corners, meaning they have been in our side of the half. But we, on the other hand, we are the first team to register a shot at goal. We also tested the keeper, but the keeper managed to save as he keeps the score level. Though we Frimpong, Jeremy Frimpong, Mohamed Salah, Frimpong, Supersly, Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, Due. Takes on his men, one-on-one with Due, gets past his men, and he gives us the lead. Desiree Due boy gives us the lead. His first starts, and I don't know how long. I think since the Brighton game. He took on Fofana boy. Desiree Due on a one-on-one on Fofana, skinned him alive, got a shot at goal, gives us the lead away at Stamford Bridge. 15 minutes to the game and we're already taking the lead, and Desiree Due is already showing why he should start over Rio. Though he was supposed to be starting, since I paid like 120 mil for him. I don't regret paying that much for Desiree Due. I feel like he's worth that amount because his potential is kind of high in my eyes. It might not be as high as Lamine, but his potential is up there. Is it as high as Lamine? I don't think it is, but it's up there. He's a potential of being a great player. Potential of being a great player for real, I won't lie. Desiree Due gives us the lead against Chelsea. I should have played against Crystal Palace. I'm sure we should have won if I was on the touchline. Because of the season, my assistant made was utterly horrendous. I won't lie to you. They were utterly horrendous. Due was supposed to be playing here, but Salah is doing so well at the moment that Due, it's best for him to play here, to play on the left. It should be a problem when Issa comes back because Due. I will slowly integrate Isak back into the fold. I'll slowly integrate him back. Chelsea have finally got the first shot at goal, but didn't test the keeper. They also got the second shot, but still haven't tested the keeper. As they are losing 1-0 to my team. We are currently the better team as we're dominating possession. We've created more chances, and we're just the better team. We are dominating in almost all the aspects. All the match statistics that are being shown in this block. Let me just call it a block diagram. As Desiree Due is the outstanding player of the game after 30 minutes. We're him giving Gus the lead. Chelsea are still trying to. I want to say they're trying to, but they are trying, as they have won 4 corners, the same amount as us. But only have had 2 shots two shots aimed at the goal, and they haven't actually tested our keeper at the moment. It speaks of our defensive solidity at the moment. Fofana kind of got skinned against Due and was dunked on. He let his team concede because he couldn't defend properly. Hopefully my defenders are able to defend and we can take this win against Chelsea, because winning against Chelsea ain't easy. Ain't easy. Dyke, Konate, Ibrahima Konate, Gravenberch, Robertson, they got this possession. They're gonna hit us on the counter. Konate, Van Dijk, Soboslai, Salah, Frimpong, Gravenberch back to Frimpong, Salah, Mohamed Salah, takes a shot, goal. It's a goal from Desiree Doué. Doué is second of the game. How is this a Desiree Doué goal? So was that a cross from Salah? They don't wanna show me. They literally don't wanna show me. When I was curious, they said, nah, forget about it. We'll lead you because you got your second goal. Just continue. I think that's what they just literally said by not showing me the second goal. They just said, nah. The Doué brace is giving us the lead against Liverpool. What an assist from Salah. I'm happy that you didn't leave, like literally. You might be the reason that we possibly win the Premier League and Champions League double. As long as we continue performing in the Champions League and the Premier League, we could win the double. We could win the double. We just need to be consistent and don't fall off halfway through the season. Cole Palmer, João Pedro. They find Pedro Neto on the wing. Pedro Neto cuts in, but Konate is able to clear. But only as far as Fofana. James Doué is able to win back the ball and he goes on the counter, helping the team progress up the field. Doué will he get his action before goal from Desiree Doué as he's able to get his assist. Desiree Doué literally got a goal, assisted himself, which is kind of true because he won back the ball, ran forward, got past Fofana, skinned Fofana for the second time in the game, and he gets his hat-trick before the first half. Before the first half ends, actually. Let me just say before the first half ends. As we are currently beating Chelsea by 3 goals. Before halftime. But it's halftime now. I'm making substitutions. Substitution might alter how the game is moving. So we'll continue like this with this. We'll continue like this and see out the game like this. We'll continue like this. We just see out the game like this. Let me just say that. 9 shots we have had. 4 of them have been on targets, and 3 of them have been goals. As Desiree Doué announces himself the Stamford Bridge. Desiree Doué is announcing on the Premier League as a whole, getting his first hat-trick of the season. His first hat-trick in a Liverpool shirt. I'm pleased. I'm happy with things. Keep it up. Yeah, I'm happy with how things are going. Guys, keep it up. They're literally making me proud. But I'm planning to bring on some players. I wanna give money to players. Supersly, Gravenberch, Robertson, Desiree Doué. That's a hard. We are actually dominating Chelsea at the moment. Who's the manager? Who's the Chelsea manager? Who is the Chelsea manager? Actually dominating Chelsea. Doué. Hat-trick for Desiree Doué. As he is performing at the... This is the best. He's literally showing up in a big game. Desiree Doué is showing up in a big game. That's what's going on. Desiree Doué is showing up in a big game. Rhys James, Estevao, Fernandes, Palmer, Charles Chiesa, was that Chiesa? Caicedo, Fernandes, Estevao, takes on Robertson, but Alisson is able to get a hold of the ball as a shot from Estevao had no any minutes. But what a poor pass from Van Dijk, but we just go straight to the data hub. I mean, that led from nowhere. That poor pass was able to be put out that flame that when that cause was able to be put out because that's the flame that's you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. We are literally we are literally in control of the game at the moment. 3 goals up. Chelsea are unable to pull one back. We played 54 minutes, but I'm already plotting. Substitutions. I think my substitutions will come in the 70th minute. 70th minute when you have like 20 minutes left. No, my substitution will come in the 75th minute when you have 15 minutes left. 75th minutes. I feel like that's like. I feel like that they can't score 3 goals in the 15 minutes left. But if I get on 20 minutes, they're cool, possibly. But if I think my substitution will come in the 75th minutes. The 75th minutes, the substitutions will come. Unless we are able to get a 4th goal, which will be even better. If you get a 4th goal before the 75th minute, I'll make substitutions quick right then and there. That's if we get a 4th goal, I'll make substitutions right away. But if no 4th goal comes, we're gonna wait until the 75th minute for me to actually make substitutions in the game. Garnacho, it's still at Chelsea. I was like, I started thinking this is Aston Villa when I just saw Garnacho in the lineup. I started thinking this is Aston Villa because he is now an Aston Villa player as is on loan from Chelsea. So I thought Chelsea with the ball. Fofana, the guy that's gotten skinned by Due, I think 3 times to Fofana. Enzo finds Garnacho on left on the wing. Garnacho cuts inside, takes a shot, but Alisson's able to pull off a great save as he keeps the level, as he keeps his clean sheets. Chelsea, I think no, nothing happened of it. I thought they won a corner, but they didn't. I think it was a goal kick instead or something. Or the corner amounted to nothing. Possibly Chelsea have won 6 corners. They are trying to get into the game. Chelsea are trying to get into the game, but it's difficult to do. They have a corner, the 7th corner. Reece James on the corner means they are trying, but crosses it in. Is Colin Palmer? Well, he shoots, but because he just gave it to Courtois. Florian Wirtz. Desiree Due takes goes past 1, gets past 2, gets dispossessed by Palmer, who passes to Garnacho on the counter, taking on Frimpong. Garnacho cuts in, takes a shot, but it's a save from Courtois. I mean, I thought Courtois held that ball as if it was. I wanna say nothing, but I don't know. I couldn't think of a word to say. As it was what? Lightweight. I could just say it had Venom Saba, yeah? Oyster also came on as a sub, but no changes have been made for them. But this is what a keeper is supposed to be performing like. If you watch my Real Madrid save, you'll know that I have beef with Courtois. I won't lie. I have beef with Courtois. This is what a keeper that wins you a league plays like. This is what a keeper that wins you a league plays like. Salah finds Soboslai. With Soboslai, the pass was horrendous. I won't lie. That was a wonderful pass, but after the keeper just got a hold of it, it was a horrendous one. Desiree Due trying to pressing. The Due is pressing, but Chelsea pull one back. No, they win a corner instead. What a save from Alisson Becker. I thought that was 3-1, but Alisson said no. Oh, time for subs. What I said. He was coming off. I gave Salah a rest. It's kind of old. Who should come on? Let's bring in Cody Gakpo. Let's give Cody Gakpo some minutes. Kevin Butch. Give Kevin Butch a rest. He's kind of tired. Yes. Frimpong for who? Conor Bradley. Let's really do it. It's not that tired. Damn, I should bench. Mm-hmm. Florian votes for who? Florian votes for who? Florian votes. Let me see what I can bring for Florian votes. Who? Let's bring in Curtis Jones. We're bringing Curtis. Yeah, let me give it Curtis a chance. The game is freezing, but yeah, I'm gonna give Curtis Jones a chance to shine. So bring on Rio for. Let me give to it a full 90. Robertson. Kirkis, Milos Kirkis. Okay, continue the game. How many substitutions have I made so far? Play the ball needs to go out of play for out of not okay, the substitutions are in. Let's go. Brought in McAllister already. Brought in McAllister. Maybe we don't have to bring McAllister in for Super Slide or possibly. Maybe Curtis Jones. I'll see what I'll push. Curtis Jones better off as attacking midfielder. Or okay. Let's change it. Hold Palmer. Enzo gets his possess, and we're on the attack. Conor Bradley takes on Nacho. Conor Bradley able to cross it in. Goal, no. It's a behind for a corner. The game was feeling so much. I couldn't tell what's going on. I'm feeling so much. I put this game like on 1.75 speed because I want the games moving quicker. The game's original speed is kind of. I think it's 1 and it's not fast enough for my eyes. As it was tired. It's tired can be. Let me bring in. There's no need to push him to the end. There's no need for him to play full 90 then. I'll just bring on Rio. Give Rio a few minutes. Oh, my subs are finished. So there's no point. My subs are finished. Chelsea have been trying, boy. Freaking Chelsea have been trying. They've had 13 shots, 7 on target, no goals. Do you know why? You know why? Because of who? Alisson Becker. This is what a good keeper does for y'all. He keeps clean sheets. A good keeper keeps clean sheets. A keeper that's in form for y'all, a great keeper that's in form for y'all keeps clean sheets. You know what Courtois was doing, guys? You know what Thibaut Courtois was doing in my Real Madrid save? He actually sold the save for us. He sold the league, especially. The league is where consistency matters the most. Cup competitions were able to deal with these poor performances because we just needed moments, and we had our attackers had those kind of moments. But in the cup against another team that can create the same amount of moments as we could, he kind of sold us. But at the moment, Alisson is doing well because if he doesn't, Mamashtivili, I can't even pronounce his name. Mamashtivili is on the bench to replace him. While Courtois, I didn't trust Lunin. Maybe I should give Lunin a shot, but I didn't trust him. Just the team. Our next match is against what? It's against Manchester United. Next is against Manchester United. I'm pleased with the result where you played, guys. I'm literally happy with the way we played. Yeah, Chelsea, you defensively we were really solid. We were really solid defensively. Let me just tell you that we were really solid defensively. I talk about solidity in defense. That's what we were. We were really solid defensively. And that's why we were able to beat them by 3 goals without considering anything. Our attackers were solid. Our defenders were solid. and we managed to overcome Chelsea. Now, our next test is against Manchester United Football Club, and hopefully it's a test that we can overcome. Then after that, I know we're versing. Don't tell me we're versing Man City after Man United. Don't tell me we're versing Hotspur after Man United. Don't tell me we're versing any of those teams after we go up against Man United. Okay, wait. Did I sell Chiesa? Did Liverpool actually sell Chiesa in real life? I'm starting to think. Did they actually sell Chiesa? Did Liverpool sell Chiesa? What if they sold Chiesa or not? I was shocked to with victory. You lost against Crystal Palace. Your dizziness lost us 3 points against Crystal Palace. This guy here, wasn't Galatasaray after Man United. Man United wasn't Galatasaray in the Champions League. Then after that, we wasn't Brentford and Aston Villa. This guy lost 3 points for us against Crystal Palace, and he wants to open his mouth. Explain that to me. This guy lost us 3 points against Crystal Palace, and he wants to open his mouth. Chiesa suffers, obviously. Just do it. 3 games, 3 goals. He still hasn't managed assists, but he's performing at a high level. He came off the bench in the Champions League, but yeah, he's getting warmed up. Desiree Doué is getting warmed up, guys. Desiree Doué is getting warmed up. We haven't seen the best out of Desiree Doué, but we have seen his best performance so far in a Liverpool jersey. But we haven't seen the best out of him. We haven't seen the best, like that's the best out of Desiree Doué. We haven't seen it. Let me just say that. Looks like us currently unbeaten in 5 games at the moment. So what do you think they're gonna? You think they might challenge for the league this season, or they're gonna fall off after a few games? So what you all say? You all think Hotspur is gonna fall off after a few games? You think that would be the case? They could possibly fall off after a few games. Desiree Doué wins Player of the Week as his hat trick against Chelsea gave us the 3 points against Chelsea. Yeah, you got what I'm saying. His hat trick against Chelsea gave us the 3 points against Chelsea. And now our next fixture is against Manchester United in the Prem. We came from beating Atalanta a game ago. We lost to Crystal Palace because of my assistant manager and his nonsense that he did against him. He played Salah as an attacking midfielder. He put Desiree Doué on the left. I thought we put a striker, but I think to somebody that I don't even play as striker, he put a striker. And he lost us 3 valuable points against Crystal Palace because if we are able to beat Chelsea, I'm sure we could have beat Crystal Palace. You can't deny that. If we're able to beat Chelsea, because Chelsea is a way better team than Crystal Palace. Maybe Crystal Palace is having a better season, is having a better few opening fixtures, like they're winning more of the opening fixture than Chelsea at the moment. Maybe Palace is in a better form. I'll check and see, then make my opinion, then state my opinion again. Let's see if how well Chelsea is doing at the moment. Let's see how Chelsea is doing at the moment. But let's just wait until we reach our game against Chelsea, against Man United, as we are currently in the international break. As we move on to a game against Manchester United. Masengo brought into the Congo squad. Congo called Jordan. Premier League fans, this game is already played, so I don't know what anticipations they are waiting for. The game already played. Oxford City, Seal Johnson, loan deal. Good for them. Good for Oxford City, but we are Liverpool. So unless this guy is a wonder kid, but it doesn't look like a wonder kid. Who has 9 months left on his current contract, has been at Oxford. I don't know why this is relevant to us, Liverpool. Is this guy a former Liverpool player or what? Or am I just tripping? Is this guy a former Liverpool player or what? So why are we being told news of him? Is he a former Liverpool player? Let's leave it. Liverpool player, yeah. Liverpool player. Still waiting for. Ah, but one thing I've noticed about international breaks, players get injured, and when they get injured, they're usually out for like a month minimum, a month and a few weeks. Because when I did the Real Madrid save, Mbappe got injured in the international break. At one point, Vinicius got injured in the international break, and I was with. I kind of have people. Rio though is not consistent at the moment because he's still developing. Rio is still developing, but he is reliable. Reliable. Rio Nungumua is a reliable option. Like starting, he's a reliable starting option. But right now, I'm giving Due a chance to prove why I paid 120 mil for him. I didn't pay it up front. I think I put it in. I kind of forgot the deal I made for Due. I forgot the kind of deal I offered for Due. But I think the installment, the Due transfer. I think the installments involved in the Due transfer. Liverpool training review. McAllister. Wow, obviously he's doing New Zealand break consecutive wins record. 12 games won in a row. They're versing weak opponents, hence why they've broken their own record. I'm sure it's their own record. If it's like a world record, the weak opponents, the versing weak opponents, they're breaking their own records. There's no way they will. Any team can break like their own records. I think. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but okay. New England start thanks Tuchel. Who's the? I didn't even see the guy's face. The guy's name actually. What was that? O'Reilly. I think that was O'Reilly that they were talking about. Old brought to a New Zealand squad. New Zealand have called Old Ben Old. Oh, I thought this was like a title or something. Old, like I don't know, like a metaphor to state that this guy's a veteran, but that's his actual name. Ben Old. Ben Old. Sometimes you just wonder how surnames come to be. Like how do certain surnames just come to be? How do certain surnames come to be? It's just I just don't understand. Surnames come to be. I won't lie. Kirk is off the. Oh, Isak is back, guys. He has resumed training, but he won't go straight into the starting 11 as the left wing is kind of being occupied by Desiree Due. That's where that's where Isak was actually playing before he got injured, because Due wasn't yet starting. When he got injured, I put Rio on the left wing. I put Rio as the starting left winger because I kind of wanted to turn him into the limit. I wanted to turn Rio into the Lamine Yamal of me. To turn my, I wanted just to become my version of Lamine Yamal. But after he was nervous in our last Champions League fixture, I decided to play Due ahead of him, and Due repaid my kindness with a hat trick by dropping a hat trick against who? Against Chelsea FC, which is wonderful. I won't lie to you. He repaid my kindness by dropping a hat trick. Hopefully he performs against Manchester United as we play at the Anfield. And after the Anfield, we're going to Galatasaray Stadium, which I actually don't know. I don't know what stadium. I don't know. I don't know the Galatasaray Stadium. I don't know the Galatasaray Stadium. Does it have stadium in its name or something? I think the thing is that Stadio Olympic. No, the Stadio Olimpico uh is a Lazio Stadium. Lazio and Napoli share the same. Lazio and Napoli share no. Napoli has the Diego Maradona. Lazio has what? Stadio Olimpico. Lazio and Roma share the same stadium. Napoli have their own stadium. If I remember correctly, Napoli have their own stadium. It's not Napoli and Roma. Inter and AC. Those are the two teams that I know that share stadiums in Italy. The four clubs that share stadiums, but as a pair, I don't know if I'm making sense with what I just said, but they share stadiums. Those two teams share stadiums. Uh, I just don't know what to say. About to get into our fixture against Manchester United, which is what you'll think is like the El Clasico of the Premier League. What you'll isn't it the Manchester United versus Liverpool, but it hasn't been as prominent with the fact that Man United has been underwhelming. That they're not as dominant as they were. I think that's the Clasico of the Premier League per se. Man United versus like the original Clasico of the Premier League. Man United, the most successful teams in England, for my knowledge, are Liverpool and Man United. You think that's a Clasico of the Premier League? Can you call that a Clasico of the Premier League? Because depending on the era, the teams that dominate the league are different. Like when Pep was manager to Liverpool and Man City, that you could say were a Clasico. Then in the new once the club left, you could say Man City and Arsenal were a Clasico. But historically, you will still I think it's Liverpool and what? Manchester United, because at the moment, but I think Liverpool equaled the record. Isn't Man United had the most Premier League wins with 20? But when Liverpool won it in Slot's first season, that made it they both have the same amounts of Premier Leagues at the moment. But unfortunately, since Liverpool are still a good team, they will eventually eclipse Manchester United as a team with the most Premier Leagues. That's I kind of don't want that to happen. I won't lie. I don't want Liverpool to have more Premier Leagues than Manchester United. I won't lie. I'm a Man United fan, but I don't want Liverpool. Well, one thing that's good about being Man United fan is the fact that we have the most Premier Leagues. But right now we have the joint most with Liverpool, if I'm not wrong. So if Liverpool win another one, they like literally they have the most Premier Leagues they have the most Premier Leagues ever. And I don't want that to happen. But Man United don't look like they will be winning any Premier Leagues at any point at the moment. I was watching for the first or the opening moments of the game of today's game. I don't know if they're still playing. I was opening a few opening moments of today's games. They went 1-0 down against Hull City. Imagine they went 1-0 down against Hull City. What is that? Going 1-0 down against Hull City. But at the same time, I feel like our best squad is not on the pitch. I feel like some players are missing. Like I didn't see Benjamin Sesko. Is he even available? Is even available? Because I don't know what's going on that side. We have 1, 2, 3 players injured. This guy is mainly gonna be a rotational option. Most of them are rotational options. Yeah. This basically Salah is still unhappy. I tried selling Salah earlier in the season, but they don't want to leave. Actually, no team wanted him. No team wanted Salah. I wanted to cash in on Salah because at 33, they said I can get around 88 million for him. So I kind of wanted to cash in on Salah. No team wanted him. And the fact that he's performing, I'm happy that he didn't leave. He's literally performing. He's doing well, as you would expect from the Egyptian king Mohamed Salah. Now we're gonna continue with our fixture, with our hand of Premier League as we're going up against who? Manchester United at home. So I expect a win against Man U. If it was away, I would still want to win, but I hope for a draw. Because literally, they have home advantage. So yeah, you can say sometimes home advantage don't matter, but stay home. A draw is not a negative outcome. Like having 6 draws from all the 6 top teams is not bad as long as you win every other game you play. I did read, I don't know who said it. Someone did say you can lose against all the top six teams in the Prem and still win the Prem. I don't know about how many points though. All the top 6 teams in the Prem and still win the Prem. As long as you don't draw as much and just win, you win more. Like you win, like I don't know if you draw, I'm sure you can. Yeah, you will. You can win a Prem, but unless the other team just drew against the top six and never lost against the lower teams. I want to call them mid and lower teams. You have to separate the mid teams and the lower teams. There's those mid teams, then the lower teams. But I won't say which is which. Just leave it at there as we're about to start our game against Manchester United, and let's see Man United's lineup, the team that will be put up against us. Also, honestly, the formation. Mateus Cunha is gonna be the striker. Mbuemo on the left. Bruno as a midfielder. Who's this again? Amagiolo, the right winger. Casemiro, defensive mid. Oh yeah, they were able to sign young Goretzka in this universe. They were able to sign young Goretzka like for 25 million, if I'm not 22, around 25 to 22 million. They were able to sign Goretzka from Matthias de Ligt and Aiden Heaven. I think this guy was starting. Aiden was starting for Man United today. Luke Shaw and Diego Dalot, number 2. Oh yeah, Diego Dalot. At some point, I remember when Diego Dalot was wearing number 20. Was that a long time ago? Let me address the team. What to tell the players? What to tell the players? This is the big rivalry match, and we are favorites, expecting a win. I want you to keep where we last left off. Basically, it's the same things. I'm saying the same thing, but I'm not that. I'm being indirect. I'm trying not to direct. I think I just said what I was thinking. I expect a win against Man United. I don't think they're in that great of form at the moment. Or are they? I literally haven't been checking the table. I switched the intro sounds. So if you know the Premier League sound, it should be playing at best moments, but I switched the intro sound, so there's no sound. Playing the Premier League Classico, according to me. Premier League Classico. It's easier to pinpoint in a Classico when there are only 2 teams dominating the league. When there are multiple teams dominating the league, it's way more difficult. Especially in the Premier League when Man United is not performing at the level that it once did in terms of winning the Prem. Because they haven't won a Prem since 2013. Since 2013, the 2013 was the last time Man United won the Premier League. Or was it 2011? I think it was 2013. Between 2013 and I think it was 2013. Yeah, it was 2013 that we last won the Prem. Because the following season is where I think Ferguson retired. I can't remember properly because I wasn't that much. I wasn't watching football at that point. So around 2013, I think. The last time we won the league. Man United won the league. Liverpool last won it in, I think 2 seasons ago. Straight to kick off. Mateus Cunha kicks off the game. Ahmad Goretzka straight to the data hub. And United have had a shot at tested a keeper, but no goal. Frimpong. Dispossessed by Mbuemo. The game is freezing. Man United clear the ball. Finds Mateus Cunha. Mateus Cunha on the attack. Passes all the way back to Shaw. Luke Shaw running with the ball forward. Will he cross it in? He finds Mbuemo instead. Mbuemo. Alisson is able to save. And Man United win a corner. I think it's the second corner of the game, if I'm not wrong. No, it was the first corner of the game, and they are actually dominating us in the opening moments of the game. As they have 67% possession, they've had 2 shots at goal, just the keeper twice. But at the moment, Alisson is standing firmly against Manchester United's ongoing pressure. We were able to get into the half of Man United's half, but we're still here to register a shot, a goal, or a shot as assisted limits at the moment. Ahmad, Bruno, back to Ahmad, Bruno again. Bruno Fernandes finds Ahmad. Ahmad crosses it in. What happened? What is it? Looks like nothing much. I actually don't know what happened. Luke This is the ball of Salah. Soboslai. Mohamed Salah. Back to Soboslai. Soboslai. Desiree Doué. Doué. Gravenberch. Frimpong. Jeremy Frimpong. Soboslai. Oh, Salah. I think this is our first chance. Our first shot at goal. If I'm not wrong, this is our first shot at goal. And Mohamed Salah gives us the lead. Just like that. First shot at goal. And Mohamed Salah gives us the lead. First shot at goal and Mohamed Salah gives us the lead, boys. First shot at goal. Mohamed Salah gives us the lead. And I'm right. First shot. First chance. And we take the lead against Man United. They've had 3 shots at the moment. And they have yet to score. Why? Because of Alisson Becker. This is what a goalkeeper does for you. He keeps you alive until your attackers get into the game. This is what has happened. Mo Salah proving why he was right. Proving why I would have regretted letting him go. Possibly. Unless Doué did perform on the right, then there should be no issue with Doué performing at this kind of level that Salah is currently performing at. Now let's continue. We have all of a sudden have more shots than Man United, more shots on target, but we are still not dominating the position as Man United are dominating position. But even dominating position, we still have the lead. Frimpong with the ball. Finds Salah, who finds Ekitike all the way to Doué. Florian Robertson. Soboslai. Frimpong. Cross it in. No one at the back post. It was a shot. I thought it was a cross, but no, if it was a cross, if someone was at the back post, that should have been 2-0 for us. And teammates into the game should be leading by 2 goals, but not the case. 50-50 possession, meaning the ball is being won and lost. 50% possession, ball is being won and lost. Best performing player of the game so far is Mohamed Salah with a 7.6. Then comes Soboslai, who got the assist to Salah's goal. Even Doué is currently playing well on the left wing. Alisson Becker actually being wonderful at the moment. Hopefully we can get the second goal before Man United find an equalizer, because they can't get an equalizer, but I want to score the second before they possibly get an equalizer, because I don't mind a 1-0 win, but a 1-0 win is kind of stressful, because one mistake from us and this game is leveled. But a 2-0 win gives us a sense of security, and Soboslai is not. I hope the injury is not serious. I should have bench him now. It might become more serious as he plays longer. But we do have a player that can come and do his job. I don't know. I might do it. Let's just bring on McAllister. Bring on McAllister. Let's bring on McAllister. The injury might get worse for Soboslai, so it's best to just bench him. Suffer a tight growing, but should be able to play through it. What? I just benched him. I don't want to risk. Any season-ending injury, because those kind of injuries, they rarely happen, but they could happen. Ahmad Goretzka, back to Ahmad, who finds Dalot. Dalot to delete even. Luke Shaw, Mbuemo, Motes Cunha, but he's unable to equalize for Man United. Yo, what a shot from Cunha. I'm happy. He made me happy with that. If he continues shooting like that, he will satisfy. He will make me happy. As long as he shots I like that. Those kind of shots are wonderful to my eyes. They are amazing. Those kind of shots literally beautiful from the opposing opponents. Those kind of shots are utterly, I'm telling you, mind blowing. Those kind of shots, I love them. When opponents shoot like that, I'm utterly pleased. I'm satisfied with the game. I'm utterly satisfied, and you know it's a fact. It's a fact, and when opponents shoot like that, It's pleasing to the eyes. It's pleasing to the eyes. It's utterly pleasing. TK, Isaac, Isaac is literally. I'm gonna bring on Isaac and see what he can do. But I'm gonna give Isaac 30 minutes. Give Isaac 30 minutes and see if he can make any impacts, and if he can what's the word? If he can make a shout. I wanna say if he can make a shout. If he can make me change make me change our starting striker moving forward. Mbuemo. Oh, halftime is halftime. Alexander Isak is coming. That's the only change I'm planning to make. I was forced into a change by what Szoboszlai injury. I will see how bad it is after the matches end. After the match is over. But I'm not planning to make a substitution other than Isak substitution around the 60th or 70th minute. But I'm doing to the 60th minute, so I can give Isak some time to so I can give Isak some minutes, possibly integrate him into the starting 11. I'm gonna try Isak in Eketike's formation because Eketike, he started off well. He started the season off well, but he's from kind of dip. Let me just say he's from kind of dip. Now I'm gonna try Isak in that same position, see the kind of performances he would give me. Yeah, I'm happy so far, but we can still do better. I'm happy, but we can do better. We can literally do better. We need another goal. Another goal gives us security. But we shouldn't be complacent once we get the second though, because complacency will hurt us. Mohamed Salah. That's a hub. Complacency will hurt us if we get the second goal. Yet the first only one goal is it keeps you awake, because one mistake, one mistake from the other side, and they're back in the game. The player that's doing the most, according to the rating for Man United, is Mbuemo. Brian Mbuemo is doing the most for Man United, trying to get them back into the game. Statistics indicates we're in control of the match, passing well and getting our shots on target. But we haven't got a second goal yet. Why? Statistics might say one thing, but the scoreline says no second goal. Yes, let me demand more from the team. We need a second goal if we want to actually win the game. We wanna confirm the win, because there's still time for them to possibly do a whole comeback, and we lose 2-1. I'm demanding more from the players. I want a second goal, guys. But you think I should put Wirtz in the channel midfield position? I move McAllister to the attacking midfield position. Possibly I should try that, because McAllister kind of showed great impact on the attacking midfield position. China midfielder. Let me do that.